Hey folks, it's Harry from Butcher BBQ. Today I'm going to be doing a brisket injection test. I've been using Butcher BBQ products for a long time, and Dave Bouska from Butcher BBQ introduced me to a new product. He's got a super secret ingredient called his TR phosphate, and this is how it looks like. And it's a tenderizer that you can use in conjunction with his Butcher Prime injection. If you saw my video from earlier, I rated the Butcher Prime injection as one of the best injections out in the marketplace for competitors. He also has another one which is an injection in a bottle, so you don't have to mix it. So it's a lot easier to use than trying to mix the powder with water. So sometimes we get kind of lazy, so we want an easy way out. So we're going to do a test today of the Butcher BBQ beef injection. We're going to go with the control, which is the Butcher Prime brisket injection, and we're going to create a new third option here, which is the Butcher Phosphate TR, which is supposed to be the bomb, and teams are using it to win contests. So we'll give it a shot today, share the results with you of this three-way brisket injection shootout. We're testing Butcher's TR phosphate product, and for the taste test, we're going to be cooking with 3 Costco Prime briskets. So I roughly trimmed 3 Costco Prime briskets. We're going to inject the first one with the Butcher beef injection. We'll call that sample 1. Sample 2 will be the Butcher Prime, which is a top-rated injection in my prior YouTube reviews. So I'll leave the link below so you can see the other YouTube video if you want. And the third sample will be the Butcher with the Phosphate TR secret ingredient. I've already trimmed the brisket into a competition trim, so if you want to see how it's done, go ahead and watch my other videos. I'll leave the link down in the comment area. But I'm going to skip through the trimming part so that we can jump right into the injection and then the seasoning, cooking, and the final tasting results. Checking temperature. On sample number 2 is going to be about 194. Not quite there yet. Feels a little bit hard, so we'll keep going. I always tell people that the temperature is just a guide. It's about 90% feel, 10% temperature, because every brisket will tenderize at a different temperature. So picking one particular temperature is not so useful. It's better to use a probe feel to get the right tenderness on your brisket. With your beef injection in a bottle, we cooked the brisket, and here you can see the result. Sample number 2 was just the Butcher Prime, which was my top rated injection, cooked into a brisket right here as sample number 2. And then the third test we have is the Butcher Prime with Dave Bouska's barbecue phosphate tenderizer, and it's the third sample. The third sample versus the second sample is the third sample should be much more tender, because it has a tenderizer Papain in it, which is a tenderizer that comes from a papaya. It comes from the green skin of the papaya. So Dave has a formulated version of his phosphate powder that has the Papain built in, and it's supposed to be more tender than a regular brisket. We'll do a taste test now against all 3. Okay, so my master judge Donna has decided that to make it really fair, we're going to do blind taste testing. So she's taping up my labeling of these plates, and then she's probably going to do some kind of move the shells kind of thing. Alright, so we double blind shuffled it, so it's like shuffling a deck of cards. Donna shuffled the deck of cards first, and I shuffled the deck of cards next. This is kind of like playing the shell game, so we have no idea now which is which. So we're going to begin the taste test. We have a cup of water and a cup of water. Okay, one master judge and one lowly certified judge ready to go. All right, so sample. Why am I eat the? Let's see, this one on my left. Pick a nice point. The way you pick a good point as a judge is you pick something like this, nice and soft, tender. Again, what am I trying to say so much? I'm not testing it for tenderness or appearance. I'm just eating it to taste. We're testing injection. Stop it, Harry. Stop trying to play judge. Here we go. You eat it. Wow, that's good. What should we do?
You're not supposed to say stuff. Like
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm been scolded by the master judge now. I'm not supposed to talk when I eat. I'm supposed to talk. Eat like a poker face. This one, pick a nice piece from the number 2. Excellent. This one looks pretty good. Taste this one here. Delish. Okay, we've eaten our way through all 3 samples here. Donna and I, we scrambled, double scrambled the thing. So let's review the scores now. So let me show you our actual scores here. So basically, I wrote down my best one is this sample. And then the second best is this sample, and then the third best is this. Donna had almost the same, right? So you had, you like this the best, second best, and third best. So we had a common component here. This number 3 was the lowest rank among. So we had a consensus, right? But the first place we kind of had a flip flop, right? Essentially, that's what happened. All right. So now you have seen Donna's score and my score. So one master judge and one regular KCBS certified judge. We're both also advanced judging instructors. So we all have different palates. We're all both competitive cooks, grand champion cooks. So the opinions we express are basically going to be some very qualitative. So now we do the reveal and just prepare the blue tape out. Okay, so this is the first one is the Butcher beef bottle. So we need to put this over here now. Oh, Butcher Prime and TR, which is this one. Okay, so option 2 is just Butcher Prime. So it looks like the results show that Harry and Donna both didn't care so much for the Butcher Prime with the TR. Of course, this is just a one sample size, so it may not mean anything. But let's see here. Harry liked the Butcher injection from the bottle the best. It was number 2 for Donna, and then they both thought that this was the third ranked with the Butcher Prime plus the Butcher Phosphate TR, and then Donna picked the Prime as her number 1, and Harry picked the Prime as his number 2. So all in all, I think what we have learned here is what? Can you summarize what we learned? Since you are the data scientist, I'm just a lowly IT guy.
The flavor wasn't offensive on any of them. I think it's just a question of how strong it is. So I mean, you could probably make any of them good.
The general conclusion is that the injection really doesn't matter as much as the beef itself, because all 3 are good. I would compete with any of these 3 combinations. I'm not sure that the TR product added a lot. Right? Could you tell?
I couldn't tell the difference.
I couldn't tell the difference, right? So I think the conclusion is that Butcher makes great injection products. So whether you buy his dry powder, you add the TR, or you buy his liquid in the bottle, they all are really, really good. Very natural beef flavor, right? Could you agree?
Yeah.
Right? There's no chemical aftertaste. No unusual notes to the brisket. That's why when my other videos, if you watch my other YouTube videos, when I did the 6 injection shootout, this was like top rated. Among this one, the Cosmos Smokehouse, and then the Kettle Prod, and then now the 180 Smoky Oki Deep Beef. So these are really all good products. So the conclusion I want to share with you all is that at the end of the day, you still need to be a good pitmaster. So it's never about the pit. Now I can say it's never about the injection. It's still about the pitmaster who has to do a good job cooking food. On any given day, you can win using any of these top-rated injections that we have shown you through our reviews. This concludes another episode of my pursuit of the madness of barbecue perfection. You can see from the work that we have done that we are really crazy people to be able to do this again and again, cook it repeatedly, testing and tasting the results, so that when we're upping our game, we are really upping your game. So tune in for the next episode. Plenty more reviews to go, plenty more knowledge to share with the world, and plenty more barbecue love to spread around. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. You know, the bottle is so convenient. You know, for $7, gee, do I want to go and, go through all the work and make an injection? Right? When I just buy the bottle, right, go to a contest, win $10,000 with his bottle of injection. It's hell of a lot easier than try to mix all the powder. Now, the only problem is you can't carry it on a plane because it's TSA.
Right.
That's the only downside. Because when you bring a powder, you can carry the powder on the plane, well, they'll screen your powder anyway. So TSA always screens the powder. So
I think the strongest flavor is this one.
Very good, right? It's very good flavor, deep flavor. Yeah, I mean, it's really a magic in a bottle. You really cannot go wrong with buying a bottle. Since I'm a very process efficient and cost efficient, cheap and lazy person, honestly, I'll just buy the bottle next time. So when we compete, rather than try to bring this and then try to mix it up, at night, you just bring a bottle, and you're ready to rock and roll. And I know this one has papain, right? Papain comes from the green skin of the papaya, and it's a chemical tenderizer. Honestly, I don't know if I notice much of a difference. I guess we know how to cook brisket, so we rendered the brisket so well that really there's no more collagen left. All the collagen has been converted to gelatin. So using something like a phosphate, probably, I don't know, may not help a professional team. If you're a beginner and you don't know how to cook brisket, yeah, maybe it might help. But if you're a professional like us, we know how to cook brisket. We know how to render the collagen down to perfection. We know how to probe it. We know how to cook it. So I honestly don't know if the Papain will help. Now, Dave Bouska suggested that it's very good for steaks. So maybe that's another avenue for this product here that we may not be
Since
aware of.
we know how to cook the briskets to tenderness, it's not an issue with us.
Yeah, so if you're a professional pitmaster, I think the concluding thoughts is that you really don't need the Papain. But if you're a beginner pitmaster, you might need it. It also might work for steaks. So I need to do a series of tests on steaks to see how the Papain Tenderizer will work on steaks. So
Well, and the other thing is that injecting it and letting it sit overnight does no harm. The brisket doesn't turn out mushy because of it, right?
That's true. Okay, yeah, that's right. So that's a very important point we should tell the viewers, right? That if you inject with Papain, there is no downside. There's only upside, right? So if you want to buy an insurance policy, injecting with Papain may be a good insurance policy for you to have.
It might be good with a cheap brisket. I mean, we're cooking with Costco.
Oh,
Prime.
that's right. Yeah, we're cooking a prime brisket. Forgot about that. So we should mention, if you're cooking a cheap brisket like a select brisket, right, or no-name brisket, using the Phosphate TR may be the way to go. And that way, you can buy a cheaper brisket, save some money, and use some of the product here to tenderize a tough brisket. Because this is already a very good brisket. It's the Costco Prime. So this is one of the better briskets you can buy out there. And there's really no need to spend extra effort to go put in a Papain tenderizer when it's already tender. So that's a very good point that you brought up.